So I just don't want to show my face for reasons not bad. I just have not been in the mood to show nobody my face. Now, let's get to the main point. Some of y'all have bad spiritual hygiene, or you need to admit that you're schizophrenic. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is a lot of y'all have this thing where you feel the need to channel an energy instead of being the energy for yourself through symbolism. So sometimes you don't need to channel an energy. Sometimes you just need to look at the symbolism and channel it within yourself. You're the only person that's going to have the best control over who you are as a person and what you decide to do. It's not to say that there's not outside factors that impact things, but at least you're the one feeling the things, and you know what to do with said things, and you know how to go through the process of either getting rid of an energy, finding better ways to go about things, healing, or finding the path to something that's best for you. There is a lot of people now who are using like channels like Lilith, archangels, and etc. to convey a point or to convey an energy. And I find that a little weird for a couple of reasons. One, it's okay to make altars for certain energies, right? What's not okay is you feeling like you are the conduit to you're not the source of the energy. You're merely, in some ways, I wouldn't even say that. You're not even a proxy. You're an observer to an energy when you're channeling. You're an observer. Sometimes with certain practices, you do become a vessel to an energy. But that's not always the case in certain situations. And with some of y'all don't even have control over your own energy to know when to do that, when to not. What is the steps to do that? And what kind of irritates me about some of y'all's guides is they always showing y'all bad shit and never showing you anything that's good going on. You know what I'm saying? And so what ends up happening is we get a whole bunch of doomfest. There's always going to be, people who harm others. That's a given. We just live in that type of world. However, why ain't your guides never telling you about no solutions? Like, your guides don't never tell you nothing good or what to do when certain things happen or how to protect yourself. You always just telling us what's bad. And that leads me to another point. There is a difference between universal collective happenings and your personal individual happenings. Your individual happenings are stuff that's going on with you that you need to fix. There may be other people that relate to your situation, but that doesn't always mean that that message needs to really be pushed then and now. That's for you to learn your lesson, and then when lesson has been learned, you share it. You have collective happenings where you and you are feeling the same shit, and you need to find an answer, and there's collective work. Collective work could be things that are happening in politics, things that are happening in social dynamics, like as far as social media, your interpersonal relationships, etc. These are collective happenings. Now, your individual happenings may coincide with this, but think of your individual happenings as like, I wouldn't say side quests in a way that they're not important, but your individual is basically your plot line, which is what you have going on in mixed of what's going on around you with the collective happenings. So they intertwine, but that doesn't always mean relatability, because some of your collective energy or some of the collective energy may clash with what you have going on, may cause setbacks, blockages, all this other stuff, or they may cause opportunities. However, trying to relay that experience all the time to a collective is futile. Sometimes your individual happenings is with a select few, and you need to figure that out. And you need to figure those things out on your own. So that's the main point that I'm trying to convey with y'all, is that you need to have discernment to a point where you are also solution oriented. You need to take care of your spiritual hygiene. And spiritual hygiene, you could cleanse all you want, but if you're an open conduit to certain energy and you have no boundaries and you don't have a sense of self, why the fuck are you channeling? That makes no sense. So if you don't know who the fuck you are and what your spiritual energy is and how your energy works on your own, there's no need to include ancestors. Then this might be an opinion that may piss some people off. There's no reason for you to include ancestor work. There's no reason for you to include deities. There's no reason for you to include none of that shit. You need to figure out yourself first. Again, sometimes your overlaps become collective. Sometimes familial energy can clash with what you have individually going on. You know, sometimes deity energy can clash with what you have going on. You need to figure yourself out first. A lot of y'all don't have an energy signature. It's like always related to some other people that's not the fuck you. May relate to you, but it's not you. You need to figure out you. You need to create your self altar. Like, a lot of y'all not doing that. I've seen altars for like many other energies and stuff. Where's one for yourself? Put your self-interest on the altar. Like, stuff like that. Sometimes the altar is the journal. You need to fucking journal. Sometimes the altar is chilling the fuck out and taking a fucking nap. And I'm not talking about that bed rotting bullshit, because really bed rotting just means you need to fucking relax. But you're just condemning yourself for being quote unquote lazy. Whatever you want to call it. Sometimes your altar is reading a book that you really like. Stuff like that. A lot of y'all need to get yourself right, because I'm tired of this. Oh, this deity and this energy told me this. What the fuck did you say? What did your higher self say in all of this? Where did the mature part of you come in? A lot of y'all think that these deities are just like these energies that represent like all absolutes, but you're the all absolute too. You're like the energy. You're part of the cosmology. You are in some ways. You're small, quote unquote, and quote unquote insignificant, but you're also like the small atom that makes this whole universe a thing. You're an impact in some way, in some form, whether it be positive like a proton or negative like an electron, or maybe you just sit in the middle like a neutron. You know, it's okay. You make up something. So stop thinking of yourself as so insignificant that you're not utilizing your good traits for something good. Stop informing us of everything that's bad. Everybody trying to tell us what's going on that's bad in the world. And that's good if it's balanced. Y'all are not balanced about anything. Y'all are more focused on being given messages to predict something bad. You know what? When y'all are going to impress me, when y'all start telling me about good stuff that's going to happen, when y'all offer some healing methods. That's why I've been adamant on Patreon about just healing methods and trying to create spaces that help regulate people's nervous systems. People's nervous systems right now, we live in an out of whack society. And this is on a global scale. I don't care where you come from. It's influence that's causing just a hormonal and spiritual imbalance. And it's getting quite disgusting. I'm disgusted with what's going on. And we need to fix that. So like I said, this is the first step. You need to figure yourself out spiritually. You need to go back to the drawing board. You need to do your shadow work. You need to figure those things out. Then we can start having a different type of conversation about other energies. For now, I need you to tap in with yourself. You're not even, how you going to consult a deity and you're not even regulated? Like, you don't have a routine. You don't know what your purpose is. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're going to ask deities and channel deities of energy that's 10 to the millionth more stronger than what you are as an individual can even handle. You can't even handle social media. So you don't even have a good relationship with social media. Let's start in some places. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying deities are perfect. They ward all the time. However, we're talking about macro versus micro dynamics here. Y'all not fighting for a damn thing. Y'all not fighting for anything that's worth shit. And if you are, you're not committed. You're not full out going through with your plan. So, like I said, we need to start somewhere. And the starting point is getting to know yourself, connecting with yourself, developing a routine, getting rid of some things out of your life, and connecting with the intuitive part. Now, the intuitive part, I'm sharing on Patreon. I'm not sharing on here because I need to be shown that people are ready for the steps. I'm not sharing it with the collective anymore because a lot of people like to argue. I'm not here to argue. I'm here to produce results. I got things that I need to work on myself, which one of those things is my health. So, now that we're on that, find a work on it, clock in, clock out, take breaks, take lunches. See y'all when I see y'all.